Hi kids, welcome to Euclid Learning. This is the chapter 1 for grade 7, and here I will be discussing about the workbook activities, right? So if you haven't watched my textbook videos, please go to, there is a separate playlist for that, where it will be describing all the textbook chapters of grade 7. So this is the new playlist. So this will be talking whole chapters in the workbook. So first of all, you go through chapter 1 video about the textbook, and then try all these exercises yourself first, right? Then come and watch this, because don't just copy the answers from here, right? You are not getting anything from that, right? Don't try to cheat your teachers and all, because you are the one who is finally getting cheated. So first study this chapter, right? Central Processing Unit, chapter 1 of grade 7, study it. These exercises by yourself, and then come back and watch this video so you can check your answers, right? So activity 1.1, right? Here it is asking what is mean by the term CPU. So if you don't know, yeah, go and study it back. So CPU is Central Processing Unit. So in this chapter, we are basically talking about it, right? And what is a central processing unit? It's a digital circuit, right? So it's a digital circuit which processes all the data, right? Which you enter according to the given instruction. So instructions should be given, and based on that, all the data will be processed by the central processing unit. Okay, in activity 1.2, they're asking you to name the main parts of the central processing unit and briefly describe the functions of them, right? So in the CPU, there are actually three units in it, right? So arithmetic and logical unit, right? ALU. So you have to remember these short letters also, because if in the exam they ask what is ALU, you should know this is about arithmetical and logical unit. So in the arithmetical and logical unit, all the mathematical calculations. What are mathematical calculations? Like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. All these mathematical calculations are done. And in addition, it helps us to do the logical operations as well. What is logical operations? Like you compare two numbers. What is greater than? What is less than? And have you heard about AND operations, O operation, NOT operation, right? So those things you will learn in later. So these operations are basically done by the ALU, arithmetic and logical unit. So all the mathematical and logical operations are done in this unit. The next component or next part of CPU is control unit, CU, right? So here all the hardware are controlled by this, right? Manipulates and controls the hardware connected to the computers, and it controls all the inputs given, output data, and it alert the signals and pass data among these different components. Next thing is memory registers, right? So this is in the central processing unit, and this is used to temporarily store data and instructions that are used by the CPU. It has a very high data access, right? Speed, and remember the capacity is low. That means the size is very low, right, compared to other memory devices, but the speed is high. And usually memory registers are more expensive than other memory devices. Even though the capacity is less, the price is more. So in this one, you have to tick if it's correct sentence, and if it is wrong, you have to put a cross, right? So first one, central processing unit holds all the information that is currently using in memory registers. Yes, that's true. Operating system is a main part of the central processing unit. No, operating system is a different thing, right? In the next chapter, you can learn this. So what are the main parts of CPU? ALU, arithmetic and logical unit, control unit, and the memory register. So this second one should be wrong. And third one, central processing unit is running on the background whenever uh, any task is performed by the company. Yes, without the central processing unit, we cannot continue. Clock speed is measured in hertz. Yeah, it's measured in hertz. And control unit is a part of the central processing unit. Yes, we learned that there are 3 parts for the central processing unit. Central processing unit is a digital circuit. Yes, in the definition also we learned this. Next one, control unit performs arithmetic operations. No, actually arithmetic and logical operations are done in ALU, arithmetic and logical units. So this should be wrong, right? And next one, central processing unit is located on the computer motherboard. Yes, the CPU is in this motherboard and can be found in the system unit. So then in 1.3, you have to complete this table. It's basically about these generations of CPU and the technology is using. So in the first generation, it is using vacuum tubes, and electricity consumption is very high there. And the unit which used to measure the speed is actually milliseconds, right? These were huge and very big computers. And in the second generation, it was used transistors as the technology. And when it comes to the electricity and this power consumption and all, it is less than the first generation. So the measuring unit for the processing speed is actually microseconds. The third generation, they have used integrated circuits, right, ICs. And when it comes to the electricity or the power consumption, it's less than the second generation, right? And as the speed measuring unit, they have used nanoseconds. In fourth generation, they have used microprocessor, right? So here electricity consumption is less than the third generation. And remember, we use picoseconds or millions of instructions per second to measure the processing speed. So in the second exercise here, they're asking you to name the technology that are used for below computer central processing units. So actually, first two, no worries, because these are very latest gadgets, kind of tablet and a laptop. So they are definitely using microprocessors, right? And this one may be a bit confused for you, but even though this is very old CRT monitors and all, very old version, still they also use the same technology, because first 3 generations, the computers and all were very huge and not for the personal consumptions. Okay, so that is the end of the first chapter in the workbook. So if you haven't still subscribed my channel, please do subscribe and press the bell notification, and please do comment. So all the comments are actually welcomed. So thank you very much.